Hi, I'm Mick Sadler, and today we're going to edit some pictures taken from a video tutorial over at smickphoto. And if you haven't seen that video, how the images were produced, somewhere on the screen there will be a link for you to click to. Now, we would recommend Photoshop or Photoshop Elements. Photoshop Elements is quite cheap, really, and that will do any editing you really want. But if you want a free option, there's quite a few online editing packages available. So there's XLR, there's quite a few, but the one we like is Rivet.com. And we're going to take you through editing these images in Rivet.com to show you how relatively easy it is. And you know, although you can edit, there are some things this software online doesn't do, but it may well be more than adequate for what you want on a website or on eBay as such. So now we're going to get into it. Right, I'm on Rivet.com, and we're going to go to upload a photo. We've got a folder with our images in, and we're working on a Mac, but it doesn't really matter what sort of platform you're on. You can still access these online services. So we're going to click the first one to open it up, and there's our picture open. So first of all, at the top is crop. So we're going to crop, and we can pull the handles in like so and get to what we want, or we can go up here. So we can go up and do a square, and then we can click this, and then we know that's going to remain sort of square. So we get it in position we want, and we go over here and we can press apply. This one down is rotate, but we're not really interested in. We can rotate that if we need to. Next one down, we're going to go to exposure, and with this we want to try and get rid of the background. And exposure is not going to do it. You know, if we bring up the exposure, everything is weaker or not. So we take this back to 0, and it's a highlight slider we're going to move. And we bring the highlight up, and you can see that's almost getting rid of the background there. We're losing some of the chain, but that's the way it goes. So we're going to increase the contrast a bit, which will just help with the background a little bit. And we go to apply that. Now in colours, the good thing about Rivet is that it's got this neutral picker. And if you're not getting a neutral image, then this picker will give you that. So you can choose an area on the background and go click. And it has made a slight correction here. You can see it's gone -1 on the colour temperature, which is quite good. So we're going to apply that. We can sharpen, we can do clarity, up the clarity. You can see that affects the shadow area. We're going to put a bit of clarity in. We can also put sharpness in and apply that. And then the last one is the resize, and then you can resize this for your web or for eBay. So let's say 800 pixels. So we get the proportion, and there's our finished thing, and we can apply that. And that's really all we can do. There is an undo tab up here, and we can undo that and go backwards. But up the top, we're going to go to save. And we're going to save this. We can give it a new name, a different name. We'll call this green pendant, and this is already set on JPEGs, which is what you want, compression of quality of 8, which is good, and it shows you here the file size, so it's 178 kilobytes. So we save that. We're going to do a green pendant, and that's going to save in, you know, you can put that where you want, or it's going back to where we originally had it. So you can register with this, but you don't need to. So we're going to close that photo, and we're going to upload another photo. This time we're on the other pendant, the gold pendant. We're going to work a bit quicker here. We're going to go into this, we're already in square from which we was last time. So we're going to bring this down, fix it to there, go to apply. We're going back into exposure. We're going to, zap up the highlights again. And we're going to push up the contrast a little bit. You can see on this gold, it's going a bit bright. And that's the problem with just taking down the highlights. Because really, this is better if you can do a cutout. So if you're on a desk-based software, you could cut this out, and it would be so much better. So we're just going to up that a little bit, and we're going to up the contrast a little bit. We're going to apply. We're into our colours, our neutral picker. We'll pick the background again, and again that's taken our neutral, made that completely neutral. So we're going to apply that. We're going to go and sharpen, a little bit of clarity, and a little bit of sharpness. And we're going to apply that. We're going to resize that again to 800. Apply. And that's it. You can see on there as a bit of a background. If you want to get that out, you would need to go into some sort of desktop application to remove the background. So we're going to save that. We're going to call this gold pendant. Right, so we're going to save that picture, and it's going to save it back in the same place. So we're going to close that picture. We're going to go up, upload to an edit. So we're going to go over now to the one that was taken with the LED screen. This is not entirely sharp. You can see that it's a bit out of focus, although the pendant, it looks quite sharp. And already the background of this one is already white. So I don't know if you can see on my screen, it looks slightly blue over there. We're going to have to go into colours, neutral pick. We're going to go over this side and click that. And yes, it's made an adjustment there. And so you can see with the LED, I forgot to press apply, and tries to go onto another thing, and you can see it prompts you. So we're going to go up here, square. We're going to take the green pendant, and we need to sharpen that because that doesn't look very sharp. A bit of clarity and a bit of sharpness. You can see in this instant we will go back and shoot that because that is not very sharp at all. So, but this just gives you an idea of what this background LED light will do. Well, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you want any videos, please let us know. And if you have any comments, please write them down below. And we'll see you next time.